Saga system. Not sure what you're referring to there. You're an entertaining good dude, and this is a good game. I would definitely agree that this is a good game. Don't want to blow my own whistle about, or horn or whatever, about the entertainment, but it is a really good game. Ooh, battle. This is He-Man defending against Jiaqui, Wang Kan, and Gao Zi. They do outnumber us. They do have Tiger and Leopard Cavalry, talking about Southside Special, and they're repeating crossbows. So you want to see the Chonu Yu's Tokriva. There you go. That's where they are. We do have... Oh no. Chonu Yu's against anti-archers. Chonu Yu's have to get super close to fire. I'm going to be decimating them before they get anywhere near me, and they have so many unshielded units. Oh dear. This is going to be painful for them. They have 3 units of shielded guys. I'm not even sure the Chonu Yu's are going to get close enough to shoot. I'll be disappointed if they do. Oh, you mean the Britannia series? I haven't actually played that one since they changed some of the character stuff. It was really annoying, because they announced the character changes, thought, okay, that's really cool, started playing, and then found out the traits were completely broken. Which was like, okay, so I'm playing a character-driven game where the traits aren't working. Brilliant! And I haven't touched it since. Not because I'm angry about that, just I had other things to do. It's just one of those ironies, like, you've just released this awesome trait system, which doesn't work. Cool. Okay, so we want to have all the swordsmen in the center. They don't have cavalry with the exception of their commanders. And then we'll have spears on one flank. We'll have spears on t'other flank, though I'll need to put them in position once the battle starts. Oops. And then all of you can be the number 1s. You guys can be number 2s. Cavalry. 3. And then you 2. 4. Begin. Pause. They did have cavalry, didn't they? 1 unit. Oh yeah, it's the Tiger and Leopard Cavalry. Are they armoured? What's their deal? Tiger and Leopard. Missile defense. Some. It's not a huge amount. Low damage. Pretty tanky. Decent armor, decent melee resist, decent shields. High charge. Yeah, they are shock. Okay. They can also form into a wedge. Noted. Do either of you have encourage? No. That's fine.
Ready! Take heed, warriors! Hurry!
We got a pretty nice hill here. Okay, archers, hold your fire until I give you permission to decimate my enemies. Turn in the edges a little bit more because I am aware of the fact that they do in fact have cavalry. Actually, let's move you all down just a tad. Something like this. And then, He-Man! Get ready to shoot them, please. Right. There.
You are weak! Your words are as pathetic as you are!
Not hugely accurate there, Mr. He-Man. 38 kills. That's one of your worst attempts.
Onward! At the ready!
Doesn't want a duel, doesn't want a duel, doesn't want a duel. Doesn't want a duel, doesn't want a duel. Wimps. Although, just because they don't want to doesn't mean they won't. Got any big tips yet, favourite lord? Favorite lord so far, Gong Du, just because the guy is a complete and utter mentalist. Tips: be careful about your retinue composition. That's probably the biggest thing. Like if you have vanguards or sentinels or champions and like the mixture of them, depending on your force composition, because the different characters have different types of units that they can use, and also different abilities for those units, and like buffs and promotions and that type of thing. So like if you want to have a lot of archers and good archers, you're going to want a strategist, for instance. Beyond that, though, don't duel a yellow turban. Yellow turbans are utterly ridiculous in duels.
Archers ready!
Oh, hello, repeating crossbows just entering the range of the master archers. Please do kill them.
Does battle wear you out?
If only wars were won with witty words.
A comrade is being attacked!
Oh, now you're challenging me. Once I've used all of my abilities. Yes. I will kill you.
I must prevail! The time has come! Stand ready! Unleash fury!
This should be more dangerous. And he's actually firing this. He is kind of crazy with that ability. You're going after my cavalry, which I'm not appreciating.
Ready, bows!
Archers, right, where's their next crossbow unit? Oh, really, where is their next crossbow unit? Didn't there have like 4 of them? Can't already be dead. Can they? There's one. Let's finish him off. I think that actually is it. Interesting. Alright then, He-Man! Go and kill the Saber Militia. And then I think these cavalry want to form up over here.
Ready! Prepare! Take heed, warriors! Look, the enemy runs! Craven! Archers attend!
Kill their tiger and leopard cavalry before they do any damage at all. And what I was hoping to do was countercharge them. I think we still will. They're gonna die. Nope. In fact, let's pull you back a bit. And you guys can go around the back and destroy them, He-Man. You need to come down to about here. In fact, you should just go after him.
I must prevail! Stand ready! Ready! Steel yourselves! No mercy! Move! Make ready! Open fire!
In fact, no. Come over here.
Now!
Better.
The enemy general falls! Ha!
Right, you need to mount up again.
Cavalry mount up!
I'm going to use my generals to kill their generals, I think. You can crash into those swordsmen.
Right.
Where's my other cavalry? Yeah, chasing them down, that's fine. Move, move, move.
Take heed, warriors!
Let's have them charge into the back of that just to make sure we finish them. And you can back off.
To attention!
And you can charge into that.
Look, the enemy run! Craven!
Archers, please run. Otherwise, you'll lose your opportunity to murder.
The time has come! Strike!
Kill that.
Attend! Destroy them! Arrows!
Fire at will.
Yes, yes! Good! Strike your targets!
Another tip. Archer masters are deadly.
Please! What cowards! Release missiles! Let's fly! Prepare! Kill them! Bowman! Stand ready! Lay down death! The enemy general falls! Ha! Another enemy of China falls!
And with that, the Archer Masters are out of ammo. 400 kills, 450, 450, 450. They very often outdamage catapults. That's how good they are.
Now! Strike! Show no mercy!
It was once said that Cao Cao could walk on water. Gong Du can swim through land. Yellow Turban in general are really good, to be honest. Yeah, that is very, very, very true. Like they could do with another balance pass, as I've said a few times. Really want to do Hei Yi next. Well, I'm loving this Gong Du game so far. Hei Yi, I think, is going to be in the most difficult position because he's right in the center.
Cavalry attend! Steel yourselves! Battle!
I kind of feel like I want to visit Kong Rong again now that I've played a lot more of this. Plus, I've got my co-op multiplayer game tomorrow, which I'm super excited for. Playing with a cavalry-heavy faction with a person who actually likes playing with cavalry more than I do. And revisiting an old favourite of mine. It's not Kong Rong. Having said that, you can probably now guess who. Pergolesi, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. This wasn't a siege, was it? I think this is just an open field battle. So the more death that we can provide our enemies, the better. From my experience, Huang Shao is the hardest, utterly brutal how many foes surround him, and he has to kill Kong Rong to stand a chance. Fair enough. Although with Huang Shao, all you need to do is get a couple of Archer Masters and then laugh as Kong Rong's crossbows just disintegrate. Because I think I can now say I've found my favourite unit. It's taken me a while. It's taken some experimentation. I thought I'd like the Guardians of the Land, but no. Archer Masters. Chinese Wood Elves. Ugh, I hate them already. I haven't found a light infantry. I haven't found my beloved... Oh, what are they called? Ironbreakers yet. I need an Ironbreaker unit.
Celebration is due. Let the wine flow.
How do I feel about archers versus crossbows? Generally, if I can, I take crossbows a lot. Except for the Archer Masters, which are like the anti-crossbow unit. They have almost the same range, just enough that they are usually close enough. And they have a natural arrow resistance, and their rate of fire is obscene. Runs in with the torch. Someone say wood elves! They must die! We have grudges to settle. Alright, so Jiaqui has actually got a thing for me. A warrior's reinforced leather. 45 armor base. That's pretty good. He is defiant. Expertise and resolve. Attrition to hostile forces. Morale when defending. Modest. +2 cunning, +6 authority. -15 retinue upkeep. Honourable. Fiery. Energetic. Impeccable. You're a little bit too dangerous to allow to live.
Such is the price for betrayal.
And I don't feel like I lost very much there. I think I'm actually going to take the ransom this time. Even though I'm far behind enemy lines. Maybe I should have taken the replenishment. Yeah, Archer Masters are nasty. They really are. Like, very vulnerable to cavalry charges, but if you can screen them properly, nice. New blood comes to lead yet another faction, so Yuan Tan has died and Zhang Du has taken charge. We've gained an overseer. Increased provisions, +5 campaign movement when in command, and +5 speed for the own retinue. Do I have a cavalry person in command? Also, speaking of being in command, none of you are in command. I am sure of this. So before we go and attack Taiyan,
Destroy corruption.
because yeah, currently Zhang Kai is in charge.
The mightiest tree survives on its roots. Lift the peasants. For China.
How may I
Except he is
serve?
not.
I am at your
I
disposal.
think it's you who's bugged.
Bend, do not break.
My lord?
China is people, not its oppressive warlords. You grant me a kindness in calling, my lord. Remain pure. Vent frustration. Sprout ever upwards to heaven. Sprout ever upwards.
There
to
we go.
heaven.
Now he's the boss.
Resist corruption and endure hardships.
Oh,
Resist corruption
There we go.
and endure hardships. Serve the people.
right. Please tell me I can reach this city still. Yes, I can. Okay. 3,200 versus 1,500. Expecting a Pyrrhic victory? No. Now we're going to push this advantage and take it. Well, duh! They're rebels. They assume they are in
From our
charge.
mind springs action. From action, victory.
They are wretched, but not without skill. Be cautious.
Nah, we're good.
Pray to Ba for victory and mercy from drought. Now, friends! Together, let us claim victory!
That's a lot of towers. Well, there's a lot of towers right here. The rest of the city is not as betowered. However, as we've seen previously, these slots tend to be where the enemy trebuchets go. And we don't know if they have trebs, although we do actually have Men of the Forest of Fire Arrows, so that matters a little bit less. There are no internal... Oh no, there are internal towers. Not very many of them, but there are some. This is an interesting city layout, actually. It's hard to find where the weaknesses are. Because if we attack this side, then we have the most internal towers to deal with. And we would have to go all the way around and then deal with this tower as well to actually get inside the internal interior section. We can hit the side, where there are no internal towers, but there are the most towers on the walls, potentially. We could hit the front, where there are definitely the most towers. There's billions of them. I think we're going to hit here. That's going to require killing a lot of towers, though. And they're all going to be overlapping. Here, that's the weak spot. If we can make a breach in the walls on either side. We are going to run the risk of there being artillery around. So what I think we're going to do, We're going to grab the cavalry, make them number 1. No, we're not. Grab the artillery, make them number 1. Archers, number 2. Shields, non-shields, cavalry. And then move everyone back here. Okay, so these towers can basically hit right up to the very, very edge. So the artillery is gonna have to be like here. And it's entirely possible that there's gonna be a treb right there to try and shoot at us. The men of the forest can deploy here, where they can hopefully go and deal with any trebuchet that should be, or could be here. Make you fire arrows. Then we'll have the shields to screen the men of the forest if we do need to push you forwards. Non-shields, going to screen the trebs, just in case. Cavalry is going to sit back here and generally not do very much because this is a siege. And then the bosses can come over here. Start. No trebuchets. Okay then. Take that out for me. No, I mean the tower. Come on. Kill the tower.
We have destroyed their tower.
Took out like a whole unit of archers too. Ouchies. Alright, let's shoot that tower now. And you... Oh, you can actually reach. As long as I approach from this direction, those towers are going to be useless. So we need to destroy these 2 towers here. And how's the ammunition looking? 53%. So with a tower and a wall down, and a quarter of a tower.
We have destroyed their tower.
That was actually a lot easier than I expected. That was some really bad shooting. Come on, people. We can do better than this. Probably.
The gates have fallen. Attack!
Okay, now you're shooting the tower, I think. 33% ammunition remaining. It could just be that you're not very accurate at this range. Certainly seems to be the case, doesn't it?
Their tower falls.
Nope.
Excellent work.
Let's make a second breach, actually. Let's open a wall up over here. Force them to spread their troops a little bit more. Though that tower is still going to be in range. I still have 1 or 2 more volleys, I think.
We have broken their walls.
And we're just going to waste the rest of their ammo. In fact, you know, waste the rest of the ammo on this spear guard. That's a hell of a lot better idea. You seem to be moving. What are you doing? There you go. You suddenly remembered. Oh yeah, we're catapults. We shouldn't be moving towards our enemies.
The men have no ammunition.
That's fine. You've done your job. Go home. Alright, so. A ton of damage was done. This tower is still going to be a bit of a threat. That tower is not. They are not actually guarding this entrance at all. So I think what we're going to do is line these guys up just outside of range of the tower.
Move! Spears ready! Get moving!
And then the archers.
March, warriors! Prepare! Our hidden men have been seen! Go now!
I mean, we could do a reckless cavalry charge to try and smash these guys out the way, but they're spear guards. They're going to be pretty resilient. I am shocked that they're not guarding this, though. So if they continue to not guard this, we'll run through here.
Archers, prepare!
How armoured are you? Not very. So we could flaming shot you just to see if we can do some damage.
To attention!
Or the archers.
Fire!